Welcome back, birds and bees. This is going to be my beginner's guide to coloured contact lenses. I've had a lot of people asking me for my tips and tricks for contact lenses, so I'm just going to teach you how to do it and hopefully just go from there, from start to finish. How your contact lenses will arrive will be completely different depending on who you order from. I ordered from TTDEYE and they came with these little handy cases free, which is always really good. Now, these are what you put your lenses in. They are marked L and R for left and right eye. You just unscrew them, fill them with solution and screw them back on. The reason we keep them separate is because if we get an infection in our left eye and then put the left contact lens into the right eye, we will transfer infection across from one eye to another, so it's very important to keep them separate. Also in my case there is an applicator to put the lens on to put it in my eye and some tweezers so I don't have to use my fingers and risk tearing them. You'll notice at the end of the tweezers there is some silicone bits. These are little bits of rubbery, as I said, silicone, which basically help protect the lens because without them the plastic can be a bit rough and will tear the contact lens. So this just protects it and allows you to maneuver the lenses with very low risk of damage. The applicator is again silicone. You will just place the lens on this and then you can touch the applicator to the white of your eye, and it's a really easy way to put lenses in. Once I learned how to do it with, I couldn't do it without. Moving on to the actual contact lens itself. These are again from TTDEYE. Use code rosemagpiecosplay to get 10% off. Wink wink. When you open the box you'll find two little bits in like this and the lenses are safely inside. The solution that is inside these ones is actually a longer lasting solution which will help preserve it while they're in storage, but once we transfer it along to these cases it will not be as airtight, so you will need to count down from the expiry date. Different lenses and different lens companies have different expiry dates. I tend to only buy the ones that have 1 year expiry date, so I can just write the date on the back and then know, okay, next time it's March or next time it's May, I can throw these away. Before you even think about putting the lenses in your eye, they need to be resting in contact lens solution for a good few hours. I recommend overnight, just to be sure, a good 24-hour soak. As for contact lens solution, this is what I use, but you can basically use any brand contact lens solution. It's all pretty much the same stuff. We're going to fill up the little left-hand side with those. You'll do the same with the right, but I'm just sticking with left for now to show you. Then we're going to peel off the contact lens. It's very airtight, like I said, so it's a bit tough. Make sure you've got a good firm grip of it. And we're going to use the tweezers to grab the contact lens very gently and place it into the container. Simple. I'm writing in a marker the month and the year that I got the contact lenses so I know when to throw them out. I cannot stress this enough, do not put in lenses that have gone out of date or have dried up, because they will damage your eye and you're risking your sight here, guys. Next is personal preference, but because I advertise lenses and people always ask me what lenses I use, I will write down on the back what my lens colour is officially with the company. Some advice for opening it: there is a larger side and a smaller side. I recommend opening it from the larger side. It will make it much easier and gives you more room to pull the tab. Another thing you can get is really cute containers. This one is from Uniqso and they're my go-to contact lens company before anything else. They have amazing designs and they're always bringing out new things. And this is where I keep my Hawks lenses. I had to write the L and the R on it because the L and the R was only inside, and that bothered me because I like to be able to see it from the outside. Use code rosemagpie with Uniqso to get 10% off your order. Woohoo! Self-promotion. Just a quick word from our sponsor that isn't a sponsor. I have an Etsy shop if you want to check it out. The link will be in the bio. They come in cute little wax seals if you buy a charm, and the stickers are cheap and they come with a thank you card. There's new merch coming soon. Okay, I love you. Back to this story stuff. Now that all my contact lenses are nice and labelled and all packaged up, I'm going to leave them to set for a few hours and then I will have a go at trying some on. Now, when putting contact lenses in for the first time, it's very important to have clean hands and no makeup on the face, because the first time you ever put contact lenses in, your eyes will water because you're not used to it. You are just, basically, if you have any makeup on, take it off. You It's recommended that people don't wear makeup when they put contact lenses in anyway. I personally do, because a lot of my contact lenses have vision struggles. You know, there'll be the full ones that cover my entire eye, or there'll be like my Hawks ones where the whole bit for your pupil is very, very small, which restrict my vision, which makes eyeliner really difficult. But that is when you're using your fingers. I use an applicator like I've shown you earlier, and it makes it very easy for me to just do that and that, look away and touch it in. I will always leave mascara until after I've got my contact lenses in for the running of the makeup if it happens, and also because I'm lifting up and touching those parts of my eyes, I don't want to get it all over my fingers or risk getting any on the contact lens. So now we're ready to put our contact lenses in. I'm going to show you with this pair because they are the boldest pair that I have. You're going to get them out with your tweezers like so, and your applicator, and you're going to just rest it on the applicator there. Now, with lenses like these ones, it is very obvious which is the inside, the faded one, and which is the outside. But with lenses that aren't this vivid, it'll be a lot harder to tell, but I'm going to show you how you can tell right now. Right, so these are the elf green ones from TTDEYE, and you can see right away the shape of the lens around the top. Do you see how it is flicking outwards? That to me is saying that this lens is inside out. So we're going to turn it the right way around and flip it over. And now you can see it bends inwards more. The very edges, you'll see it curves in like that. Let me show you again. See, the edges are flicking out, then that means the lens is inside out and it will sting to go in your eye. So you're going to want it to be curving inwards, and that's how you know that a lens is inside out or not. Before you put any lens in your eye, every single time, put it on the applicator and have a look and see if there is any dirt or debris on the lens. The clear bit around the outside is the easiest way to see, and the clear bit in the middle, you might find a tiny little bit of fluff or a little bit of mascara or something. Just make sure that it's clean. If it is dirty, or do this every time, it's entirely up to you. Place the lens on the inside of your palm, squirt some of the contact lens solution and just rub it around gently, and that will dislodge any of the dirt. When you're going to put it back into your case, make sure you have emptied out the liquid before putting it back in, because if you put it back in and it's dirty, there might be dirt in the lens solution that you're not seeing, and you're just putting the lens back into dirty water. Well, it's not water, but lens solution. And you should always make sure to change the lens solution every single time. So after you've used a contact lens, throw away the lens solution and pour some fresh one in. I always look so ugly, serious and gross when I'm inspecting lenses, but you know, I'd rather protect my vision and not go blind for the rest of my life. Putting in contact lenses, scoop up your upper eyelashes, lower ones, look to the side and just touch the applicator to the white of your eye. And then you can just let it fall into place, gently nudge it or blink slowly, and that'll push it into place. I'll show you a couple more times. Whenever I put a contact lens in first, it usually does make my eye water, but a lot of the time it is also the contact lens solution that was in the lens that is just now made my eye more wet than it needed to be. With my clean hands, I will move my eyelashes out the way and make sure to pin them down to my skin as I lift up my eyelid and down my eyelid. Again, making sure you are not letting eyelashes overlap, because it will get caught on the lens and then knock the lens out of your eye. Slowly touch the applicator to the white of your eye and the lens should stay. Sometimes they can get caught like this. It's okay. Just hold your eyelid out a little bit and let it go over the top of the lens. Like that. There's just a little bit of air that's got caught behind it, that's all. And it doesn't hurt, don't worry. The contact lenses will want to slide exactly where they're meant to go. Another thing that I tend to do is look directly down, and this means that any eye drop eye drips, like little tears will fall directly out of my eye onto whatever I'm looking down at, rather than run down my face and ruin anything that I've got on my face. But that's just because I'm naughty and I do the makeup, you know, first usually. Oops. Another thing I've very recently gotten, so is not needed, is a lens cleaner. You will literally transfer your lenses into fresh solution within the cleaner, and then you just clip it into place, press the button, and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. All it does is vibrate quickly and dislodge any dirt that is on the lenses, but if you take care of your lenses properly, then you won't even need one. For example, these are my Hawks lenses that I wear very, very regularly, if you know me, and they are close to their expiry date. They go out of date in a couple of months now, and when I finished cleaning them, the solution was actually clean. There was nothing in it. I still changed the solution out before putting them back, but yes, they were very clean, so I did not need to worry. Neither do you, because you do not need one of these in order to have the contact lenses safe for your eyes, so long as you do maintain proper hygiene and clean out your cases often and make sure you're always changing the lens solution. It is worth getting if you need that peace of mind though, just so that you are aware that you are doing a good job keeping the lenses clean, and I'm running all my contact lenses through this just to test myself. When applying makeup with contact lenses in, be very, very careful how much pressure you apply to your upper eye, because if you apply too much pressure, it might get stuck to your eyelid, then when you open your eyes, it'll roll back. It's not a thing that happens often, but it does happen, so just keep that in mind. And these are the lenses in. I did this makeup look specifically for these lenses. They were my favourite pair from TTDEYE. 10% off with rosemagpie And yes, if you do dislodge them, they will just find their way straight back to the centre of your eye, or you can just look into them and blink and voila, back to normal. No contact lens tutorial will be complete without showing you how to get them out, so what I do recommend doing is, if you have a wig that has a fringe or something that covers your eyes, I recommend taking the clips out and removing it, because it makes it so much easier to access your eyes, basically. I do like this look with my natural hair, actually. It's not my natural hair, but with my current hair. There we go. Got there in the end. Zoom! With my middle finger, I will place it on top of my lower lashes to hold them down and out of the way. I will then use my index finger and thumb to slowly drag the lens down off my actual eyeball and then pinch it. And you're not actually touching your eye here, guys, so don't worry, you're literally just touching the contact lens. If you have longer nails, that way of taking lenses out might be quite difficult, so I highly recommend using the tweezers. Use your hands as you would to put the lenses in, and you're going to want to do the same technique. Move the lens away from the eye, and that gives you room to pinch it and pull it out. And with that, we've reached the end of this tutorial, video, helpful thing. I will leave all of the discount codes on screen for you now so that you can see and just remember, because, you know, different codes for different things, because I'm not smart enough to use the same one for some reason. Just keep in mind that you do not need contact lenses to cosplay. You know, costumes look just as great without, and there are loads of free editing apps for photos that just change your eye colour after you've taken the photos if you feel more comfortable doing that. So do not be disheartened if you cannot manage it. It is something that takes time, and some people just don't think they can ever do it, and that's fine, you know. Leave an eye emoji in the comments if you made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I love you all very, very much. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!